Quick Flash of Health. Thanks for being here today. It's December 22nd, 2024. I actually just got out of the Akashic Records. I'm actually sitting on the floor where I always go into the records, and I thought I would just read the message right away. They tell me movement is advantageous for us at this time to move the body. And after that, I saw this devious figure with it was like this pretty like velvety blue box, but that which was being held by kind of a devious figure. And it was almost like a present or a surprise, but it wasn't good. And then I got the word anarchy, and I was just like, okay, I really want to see something more positive. So it was like I was floating above Earth, and I was like prone, and apparently a plane or pilots were accidentally, it sounds like it was friendly fire shot down in the Red Sea, and the two pilots are okay. I just kind of caught a news bleep of that before I came into the records. And so I kind of was hovering above the Red Sea, and I saw these beluga whales. Again, these, beautiful whales, almost like sonar information. And I was told that to prepare, all would be righted in the end. Rest assured, this will be so. And then I saw like a cross and death and resurrection, and that the death of Jesus and death and resurrection has purpose, not only for Jesus, but individually, collectively, that things have to die before they're reborn. There's purpose in the turmoil that we're going through or will be going through. And I asked to see something positive, and that song, Happy Days Are Here Again, came up. And then I saw this barge, like a ship, this industrial ship. It was like a cargo ship, and it felt really sinister. And it was nighttime, and it was cold, and I could see like the cold sea. And then Peninsula came up. At first, I thought it was Pensacola, but then I realized that it was probably Peninsula. Um, and then I got the word white hats. And some people think of the positive ETs as like the white hats that come in and try to help our plain Earth, Terra. Treason. And then I saw quickly stars, fairies, lands forgotten. Prepare, get your lives in order for that which is yet to come. Don't hurry, but don't tarry, don't hurry. Don't waste time, but don't hurry along too fast. One step at a time with focused determination and attention. And then fox in a chicken coop. And then I was thinking, well, foxes are doing what they do. And I'm reading this book called Tisha. And Tisha is what an American little boy or an Indian little boy calls this teacher. It's like a memoir about Alaska. And in the memoir, it talks about seeing foxes and how beautiful these foxes are. She's going in this wilderness to where she's going to be a teacher, and she's being led by like this man who's taking her and taking this little Indian boy to see his mother. And they stop and they see these foxes, and she kind of discusses how beautiful they are. And I thought about foxes in a kitchen or a chicken coop, and how people really see foxes as kind of not a good thing if they're farmers. And then I was thinking, foxes do just what they're supposed to do. And I was thinking no judgment. But then I got an aerial view, like a helicopter, and I was directed to pick a card. And so I picked this card from a deck I have called the Oracle in the Universe. And it was really kind of interesting. Normally, I wouldn't read to you a card that I get, but it just seems so much parallel to what I just said. You must be careful who you hunt with. In other words, be very mindful who influences you. It is positive to sustain focus on what you may wish to experience and obtain, but not at the cost of your virtue or the safety of others. You must use your strength for good. Thought that was really interesting, the hunt. When I was talking about the fox in the chicken coop, let you interpret that your own way. It could be for me only, or it could be for you. I'm guessing it's for both of us. Um, I saw this huge snake and then the flash of like Kundalini energy. So like that snaked energy that rides up our Sushumna, our central cord and our spinal cord, and I think of it as kind of weaving in and out of the divine feminine and divine masculine, the nadis, Ida nadi, which corresponds with the yin feminine, and Pingala nadi, which corresponds with the masculine. And the flash that came through was the snake of the Kundalini energy was necessary to harness, because that energy either wakes us up or it can actually kill us. You know, some people who've had Kundalini experiences, it doesn't necessarily kill them, but it can be very harmful. So almost like we have to harness this inner masculine and feminine, um, inner alchemize it. And also as a collective, we have to deal with this balance between the masculine and the feminine. I saw a hawk, and the message, what is barring you from flight? Follow the breadcrumbs to your truth, no one else's. Then the word immemorial and memorial. And I'm going to actually look up the etymology of that word right now. So I just looked up the etymology of the word memorial, and it's memory, to remember, to record, and of course, a monument, serving as a reminder. So I thought that was really interesting. So let's just kind of go back to that. What is barring you from flight? Memorial, immemorial. Follow the breadcrumbs to your truth. Remember who you are. Remember your purpose. And I also got follow the yellow brick road. And it's important not to get waylaid by distractions and temptations. I asked Jesus for help at the end. I said, you know, give me a little bit more. And he said, sister, you're doing fine. And then I felt these nails in my palms, almost like the crucifixion of death before birth, before I guess it's like the classic version of Christ consciousness. So we all have to go through this death before we can rise. Hopefully we don't have to be crucified. Let's see. Anything else I say, I ask, and I'm told, pray, love, listen, appreciate. All can be changed in an instance. And then the word no fear, N-O fear, and no fear, K-N-O-W, fear. Something that a yoga teacher once talked about, to know fear, but not to be in fear. So thanks for listening today, and I hope to catch you tomorrow.